Relation Hacks presents 11 surefire tips to make long-distance relationships work. Deep insights on why up to 40% fail. With the advent of technology and the age of instant communication, long-distance relationships are trendy. Maintaining a relationship across vast miles is now more possible than ever. According to GitNux, an independent research company, up to 14 million couples classify themselves as being in a long-distance relationship in the United States. The same research established that 10% of marriages in the United States began as a long-distance relationship. Are you contemplating one and wondering, can long-distance relationships work? Perhaps you're already in one and are searching for sweet things to do in a long-distance relationship to spice things up and keep the flame burning. If you have connected with someone, the last thing you want is to let the chance for love slip by, just because the two of you are miles apart. Having a healthy, happy and satisfying relationship with someone is possible even if you two only get to see each other several times a month, or even a year. How to make long-distance relationships work successfully demands effort and being intentional. You must take steps to ensure both of you remain connected, albeit not physically together. Many reasons inform why long-distance relationships don't work. Some of the factors that explain why up to 40% of long-distance relationships don't work include: Number 1. Lack of communication. When you don't communicate enough, misunderstandings can happen easily. It's important to talk openly about your feelings, concerns, and plans for the future. Number 2. Trust issues. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, but it can be harder to maintain in a long-distance relationship. Without regular face-to-face interaction, it's easy for doubts and insecurities to creep in. Number 3. Different goals. Sometimes, you and your partner may have different ideas about the future. One of you might be ready to settle down and start a family, while the other wants to focus on their career or travel the world. If you can't find a compromise, or if your goals are too different, it can strain your relationship and ultimately lead to a breakup. Number 4. Loneliness and isolation. Being in a long-distance relationship can be lonely. You might feel isolated from your partner's daily life and struggles, which can make you feel disconnected and unsupported. The inability to cope with loneliness can put a strain on your relationship and lead to a breakup. Number 5. Lack of physical intimacy. Physical touch is an important part of any romantic relationship, but it can be hard to maintain in a long-distance relationship. Without regular physical contact, you might start to feel disconnected from your partner or crave physical intimacy more than usual. Since we've established that Cupid's arrow might not care about distance, and that navigating a long-distance relationship, LDR, takes work and dedication, let's now have a look at 11 surefire tips on how to do long-distance relationships. Number 1. Communicate as much, or as little, as possible. Quality communication is an absolute necessity to make long-distance relationships work. Decide together how often you both want to communicate. It could be daily, a few times a week, or whatever works for you both. Be open about your preferences and respect each other's need for space. When you do talk, be present and attentive. Quality matters more than quantity, so make sure your conversations are meaningful and genuine. Number 2. Always respond to each other's emotional calls. When your partner reaches out with emotions, try your best to be responsive. It shows you care and are there for them. Even if you can't solve their problem, listening and showing empathy can make a big difference. Respond promptly, even if it's just to acknowledge their feelings. Ignoring emotional calls can create distance and hurt feelings, so make it a priority to be there for each other emotionally, no matter the distance. Number 3. Practice frequent verbal assurances. Failure to practice frequent verbal assurances is among the chief factors of what kills long-distance relationships. Don't get tired of frequently expressing your love and commitment verbally. Make it a habit to reassure your partner through regular communication, whether it's through calls, texts, or video chats. Express your affection and let them know how much you miss them. These verbal assurances help maintain trust, security, and emotional connection despite the physical distance. Number 4. Support each other's interests. Encourage your partner to pursue their passions and hobbies, even if you can't be there physically. Show genuine interest and enthusiasm for what they love. Offer words of encouragement and celebrate their achievements from afar. By supporting each other's interests, you strengthen your bond and demonstrate your commitment to their happiness and personal growth. Number 5. Try some activities together. Get creative with virtual date nights, like watching the same movie or cooking the same meal while video chatting. Play online games or do puzzles together to have fun and bond. These shared experiences create shared memories and strengthen your connection despite the physical separation. Finding activities you both enjoy helps maintain closeness and adds excitement to your relationship. Number 6. Be in tune with your feelings. Being in tune with your feelings is another effective strategy on how to deal with long-distance relationships. Be honest about how you feel and share your thoughts openly with your partner. Pay attention to any doubts or concerns that arise and discuss them together. It's important to acknowledge both the highs and lows of being apart. By staying in tune with your feelings, you can address any issues that arise and strengthen your emotional connection. Number 7. Prioritize your schedules well. Coordinate your calendars to find mutually convenient times for communication and activities such as virtual dates. Respect each other's commitments and make compromises when necessary. Prioritizing your schedules ensures that you dedicate quality time to nurture your relationship despite the distance. Number 8. Try and focus on the positives. Keep a positive mindset and focus on the good aspects of your long-distance relationship. Embrace the opportunities it offers for personal growth and independence. Celebrate the moments of connection and intimacy, no matter how small. Remind yourself of the reasons why you're in this relationship and the love you share. Concentrating on the positives helps you maintain optimism and resilience in the face of challenges. With this mindset, you'll strengthen your bond and overcome the obstacles of distance together. Number 9. Embrace technology. Technology helps bridge the physical gap and allows you to feel closer despite the distance. Use video calls, messaging apps, and social media to communicate regularly. Share photos, videos, and updates to keep each other involved in your daily lives. Explore new ways to connect, such as stargazing, learning new skills, making a future bucket list, or even leaving each other sweet notes. Number 10. Establish clear boundaries. Clear boundaries help prevent misunderstandings and conflicts, promoting trust and mutual respect. Discuss your expectations and limits openly with your partner. Define what is acceptable and what isn't in terms of communication, privacy, and personal space. Respect each other's boundaries and communicate openly if they need adjustment. Number 11. Set an end date. The final strategy on how to survive a long-distance relationship is by setting an end date. Having a clear end goal gives both partners something to look forward to and helps maintain motivation during the distance. Discuss your plans for eventually living closer together and commit to a timeline. Consider factors such as career goals, education, and personal circumstances when setting the date. Regularly revisit and adjust the end date as needed based on changes in your lives.